So I realise it's been a hot minute since I've just sat in front of the camera and talked, but I want to talk to you about a 24-hour stream I'll be doing from the 22nd to the 23rd of February, which is next weekend, from noon till noon England time. That will be benefiting the charity Special Effects. Special Effects are a charity that transforms the lives of people with physical challenges right across the world through the use of assistive technologies. Whether it's eye tracking, adaptive controllers, or even little robots that you can use to connect to school if you're in hospital and you're not able to otherwise partake. They do whatever they can to bring inclusion and the escapism and the social elements of gaming to people that otherwise could not experience them. And I've been supporting them since 2014. And it's kind of wild to think about, because in 2014 I did my first ever stream. I streamed Flight New Vegas for 24 hours and I raised a grand total of £30, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot, but it still made a difference. And since then we have raised an incredible amount of over £2,400 over the last 9 streams. So I want to continue to support this amazing charity. I will be playing a mixture of Fallout New Vegas, Payday 2, Bioshock 2 and Stardew Valley across 24 hours. Now these are games that I've either played a game in the series of, in the case of Bioshock. You know, I played Bioshock 1 and Bioshock, I was about to say Bioshock New Vegas, but Bioshock Infinite many years ago. I played Fallout New Vegas for my first ever 24-hour stream. Payday 2 I did a few times with some friends and those did really well. And Stardew Valley has been the game I've been playing over the last few years for 24-hour streams. All amazing games. This is kind of the greatest hits of Game Blast. Because since 2014, I've done 9 streams, which means this year will mark my 10th stream of supporting Special Effect. And I want it to be a big one. I want this to be the 24-hour stream to kind of be the landmark. This is the stream, right? And in order to assist that, I have got some wonderful donation incentives. I guess wonderful for the viewers at home, less wonderful for me, some of these, because for every £25 raised, I will eat a Bean Boozled jelly bean, which is either going to be, you know, delicious as a jelly bean, or it's going to taste like actual vomit. Who knows? It's going to be fun. Well, you know, fun to watch, I'm sure. Additionally, every £50 raised, I will eat a Mega Sour Sweet, which are just covered in citric acid. I cannot describe. If you've had one, you know, but I cannot describe otherwise just how sour these things are. If you think Toxic Waste is sour, you haven't seen anything, basically. I think Toxic Waste is the closest thing we have to a comparison. And at various milestones, such as £100, I'll wear various cosplays for the remainder of the stream. I mean, I've got a Vault suit, I can just put on. I've got a Payday 2 cosplay from back in the day that I think mostly still fits, and I've got a Bioshock cosplay, and we can do the Mima cosplay. That's been a classic, right, for Stardew Valley. So we can kind of keep thematic throughout the stream. So the sooner we get that, the more that you get to experience. At £200, I will have a Jet Set Radio Future stream in the future where I beat the game on a steering wheel. Because, if anything, a skating game is a driving game at the end of the day, isn't it? No? Okay, worth a try. But I think that'll be a really fun challenge. It's going to be an interesting watch, I'll say. If we hit our goal of £300, I will do the classic, right? The classic eat spicy goodness like a boss meme. I will eat habanero pepper on stream and will attempt Jumino Kart in Stardew Valley. That is a mini game that has been the bane of my existence for years. I hate it. It is not fair at times. I'll give it 5 attempts. Every attempt where I lose and run out of lives, that's an additional £10 to charity. So that's up to £50 right there. That gets you closer to £400 where I'll beat Jet Set Radio Future on a Dance Dance Revolution dance mat. Which I'm sure will be easy and not difficult at all. You know, I'm not exactly super athletic and not very good at DDR. So I've got to find a way to beat Jet Set Radio Future. with the DDR Dance Man. And that brings us to the last donation incentive at £500, where not only will I get my head shaved clean off, which will be great, I'll have webcam streams afterwards, it'll be wonderful. I will not have all this lovely hair that I've grown so attached to over the years, but I'll also do streams of Jet Set Radio Anthology Damageless. That's the original Jet Set Radio on the Game Boy Advance, and Jet Set Radio Future, back to back, without taking a single hit in any of the games. Now, I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's possible. I have beaten all 3 of those games individually without taking damage, so it's not impossible. But I don't want to do Jet Set Radio in particular again damageless. That game is difficult, and then if I beat that and get to Jet Set Radio on the Game Boy Advance, or Jet Set Radio Future, and take damage, it's all back to square one, baby. So, that's the big one, right? That's the big kahuna. If you can somehow smash the target at £300, get to £500, we got the damage list to end all damage lists. The big one, right? After Anthology, what can I do damage list for Jet Set Radio?
Do Jet Set Radio 4 damage list.
Shut up. So, that's next weekend, noon till noon, 22nd to the 23rd. It'll be 24 hours. I'll have a few guests on here and there. It'll be a grand old time. I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/Acebats, and I'll also try and get it up on YouTube as well. I'm not really doing YouTube streaming, but we'll see what we can do, right? And also, if you want to donate to this amazing cause, the link is justgiving.com/AcebatsGB2025. I hope to see you there next weekend. Please share this around with whoever you can. And I'm hoping that we'll have a wonderful time, plenty of fun, plenty of laughs, and who knows, maybe in the future you'll get an upload of me doing Jet Set Radio Anthology Damageless.